Hi guys, my name is Carl Tar. I am a graduate assistant with the Student Financial Management Center, and today we're going to talk about budgeting. And so I'll just ask that you grab a pen or pencil and something to write on, um, just so you can take notes throughout this entire presentation. All the resources that I mentioned will be available on our website, which we'll go through at the end of this presentation. So yeah, just sit back, relax, and enjoy. And so on the next two slides, we're gonna ask you two questions. We're gonna ask that you pause the video just so you're able to answer the questions, and then share her group for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then restart the video right where you left off. And so the next slide, what is a budget? So just take about 2 minutes to answer the following question. Pause the video and then just start it when you're ready. All right, I hope that was great conversation. Here is another question. Why do people budget? So just take about 2 minutes to answer that and discuss it whole group, and then just restart the video when you're ready. All right, great. Thank you all so much for that participation and discussion. Let's dive right in. So a budget is an estimate of an income and expenditure for a set period of time. So your budget will be like what you make in that period of time and what you spend, what you hope to spend. And people budget for several reasons. So a budget helps you remember and make progress towards your financial goals, which we'll discuss later in the presentation. A budget will help you only spend the money that you have. And people usually don't think that you can spend more than what you have, but it's so easy to spend more than what you actually have. A budget can help you prepare for emergencies in the future. A budget can help you understand your current financial habits and make adjustments as needed. And that is so important because we have positive and negative financial habits, and those negative ones can help us go into debt. So a budget can help you avoid going into any unnecessary debt that you don't need. All right. So let's take about 2 minutes to answer this question. What is holding you back from making a budget? So just pause the video, talk with your friends, talk with your peers, and then you can restart whenever you're ready. All right. I hope that was great conversation. One thing that held me back in undergrad from creating a budget was the fact that I was not making enough money to cover my own bills. So I received a lot of financial assistance from my family and from the different jobs that I had around campus. So, but you're gonna see where that all ties into your income. All right. So the basis of creating a budget is taking all of that money that you receive, whether you work for it, your wages, scholarship and loan money, refund checks, family support, and anything that you use to receive income. That is your total income. So you combine all of that, and from it you subtract your total expenses. This is what you spend anything on: gas, housing, food, what you do for fun, putting some up in your savings. That is an expense. So the goal is for your budget to even out to zero. If you have more than zero, that is 100% great. That means that you finished your allotted time of your budget. You finished with more money. Um, and then if it's below zero, you want to try to get it as close to zero as possible. That means that you have to go in and make some adjustments to your spending habits to ensure that you are breaking even with your budget. And so this is a sample budget spreadsheet that we actually have available on our website. And so you'll go in and you just fill in all of the fields right there. And the spreadsheet will automatically total all of the amounts for you. And so, let's say income source one, that would be your student worker job, or like income source two, that would be like if you work at a fast food place alongside just a student worker job, or if you have some type of self employment. You put all your income right there just so you know what you're expected to make, what you've already made, and what the difference is, and it'll help you keep track of your spending to make sure that you don't spend more than what you are making. And this is another quick example of a spending tracker. Spending trackers are amazing for college students because they are easier to manage on your mobile devices, I recommend that everyone downloads the Excel app with your Microsoft 360 Office suite, um, so that you're able to keep track of this. And so in your spending tracker, you'll just put all the money that you spend, and it'll help you keep track of your expenses for the month. All of this information is vital to making sure that you have great spending habits and to make sure that you stay true to your budget. And also, the most important thing is making sure that you're setting healthy, positive financial goals. And so, we're going to take a brief pause. I want you to look at this chart right here and just make you a little small chart somewhere on your paper and follow the flow of the chart. So, in the first column, you make sure you put your financial goal. What is your financial goal? Um, in the second column, you will put the goal date. When do you want to accomplish this goal by? In the third column, you'll put the cost and how much will you need. And then in the fourth column, you'll put your monthly savings. So you'll say, okay, I have about 5 months. You'll make sure you stretch that cost. You divide it by 5 months, and that's how much you need to save a month in order to meet your financial goal. So let's take a brief 2 minute pause. Pause the video and discuss what are your some of your financial goals. All right. I really hope that was great conversation. Let's go through the example right here. For instance, everyone loves spring break. Spring break kind of got taken away this year, but we are going to hope that we have it back by March 2021. So it'll cost me $1,000 to get to Destin, Florida. And let's say, for instance, it's 10 months between now and spring break. I know that I'll need to save 100 a month in order to take this trip in 2021 to Destin, Florida. So that's kind of just like how financial goals work, and they help you keep track of your spending as well. And just to let you know that there are a few like housekeeping budgeting rules. Um, Number one, know your financial obligation and goals. Know what you need to pay for. Know what you aspire to pay for. Know what you aim to save or what you aim to use your income on. Know that information because that's going to make sure you do not overspend. It's going to make sure that you have enough money to cover your necessities. And that leads into the second one, which is assigning every dollar a purpose. Every dollar that you spend is meaningful. Make sure that you're spending it in a meaningful way. Make sure you're spending it to get those tangible and intangible benefits just from having a source of income. Make sure you pay yourself first. And what that means is make sure you're taking care of your needs. Make sure you're taking care of your savings, your emergency funds. Make sure you're handling that before you outsource your money. Avoid overspending when necessary. One thing that I personally do to help me avoid overspending is making a list when I go into stores. Just because, of course, I see a lot of things that I want, but when I look down at my list, I see that I don't have anything. I don't have all the things on my list. So let me get those first. Let me purchase those, and then I'll see how much money I have left over. Usually, it's never enough, but sometimes you will have enough if you budget right. And then also review your spending and revise your budget regularly. Your budget is not going to be the same for each month. What it'll look like is you going in and you creating your budget for the month based on the expenses that you know you will have and the ones that you can foresee. That's so important because it allows you to track like a trend between the types of bills that you have and also the source of income for the month. All right. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to email me at any time. My email is careercenterga6 at lsu.edu. That's CareerCenterG, the number six, at lsu.edu. All right. And this is the information for the Student Financial Management Center. We are located in the LSU Student Union on the first floor. You can also email the SFMC email as at sfmc at lsu.edu, or you can visit our website for all of the resources that I mentioned today. So let's click this link and let's locate those resources. All right, welcome to the KLP and Catherine Smith Student Financial Management Center website. You can visit this website by just typing in lsu.edu/SFMC, and it'll take you directly to this. If you're looking for the resources that we mentioned in the presentation, you just go right here, or you can click up here in the drop down list, and these are your resources. And so, budgeting resources can be found in all of these. We're going to go to improve your budget. We have the LSU budget worksheet, Pinterest to college budget, and we have a couple articles. And then we have a few budgeting apps that we recommend, which is Mint and Good Budget. So you click on this budgeting worksheet, it'll download it, and you just click this download and open in Excel, and you'll have all of that information. Another thing that I recommend is that you use Transit. The Transit portal is an amazing way to learn about financial literacy. So please sign up. You can always sign in through your LSU portal, and it's completely free for students. So make sure that you are taking advantage of these resources. And thank you so much for your interest in the Student Financial Management Center. And I hope you have a great time budgeting.